Survivors Nolo here again with another video, and today we're gonna look at other base locations, but this time we're gonna go underwater. I'm gonna show you guys where to find the underwater caves that we can build a base, uh, and let's just get into it. All right, so the first location is actually right by my base, my normal base. Um, I actually chose this location because of that underwater cave, honestly. Um, So looks like I'm just show you guys where that's at. Right. So if you start here, right, we're just gonna jump down. Actually, let's change our view. Right. All right. All right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to be by this plateau area, and then you just go straight into the water from there, right? You know what? Let's grab this. Be a lot easier to get around with. You should definitely tame some sort of underwater creature of some kind, because doing this swimming is just going to be a pain in the butt. So again, let's just confirm that we're understanding what I'm doing here. So from this point, you just get directly into the water, and you're going to be between this and that, right? It's like a V, and just go straight down through it. And this is the cave right here. Right in there. So caves have sometimes they have a bubble. I mean, they're supposed to have a bubble, but sometimes it doesn't show. Oh, there it goes right there. You see the bubbles? I know. Right there. Floating up. Oh, crap. Just gotta be careful with these guys. They're unofficial pain in the butt. Alright. So check it out. You just get in here. That's it. Now, what I would do is you can put a Dano gate or something there. A behemoth gate. You know, whatever. Just a gate there to block it. Um, and then you would just put turrets all over this. So if you're swimming, you know, whatever, this little rock right here is just access. Bam. And that's it. You have a top area up there where you couldn't just walk up. You would need, you know, there's no way you can bring a flyer in here. But you need grappling hooks to get up there. Um, and over here, you know, you build yourself a wall so they couldn't get through. And that's it. This is how you would be able to protect this area. You would just line it up with auto turrets. That's what I would do. Just an insane amount of auto turrets, because if I remember correctly, your structures get more damage here than they would in a normal area. Also, you got to be mindful of this: the fact that people can sneak up through here. So if this was a PvP area, I wouldn't actually build this here. I would build a different wall. I would, you know, extend it straight back from here or something, just so I can have... I'd rather them hop up on top. Oh, man. I'd rather them jump on top and then get shot than sneak up and me not be able to hit them, right? Okay, this is just for looks. I mean, you would build a legit base here, but this is just for looks. This is everything that you would get from under here. So you get oil deposits, crystals, oysters, all that. Every once in a while, I run into this weird crab. I can't remember the name of it. But if it hits you, it gives you like an insane amount of torpor and just knock you out. So again, it's just for looks. But look at all this building space you have, though. You know. What I used to do was I would come down here and I would build a small little hut in this corner, with auto turrets or whatever, and I would literally just keep a safe in it, a vault. And nobody would almost never come down here, and that's where I would keep my most expensive stuff or whatever. And nobody, like I said, nobody would almost never come down here. So I'll just be by myself. I'll throw my goods in my vault, and then it'll be safe. Let's go to the next spot. Alright, so the next underwater base is right by this iceberg over here. I'll show you where it's at on the map. Oh. So it's up north. 16,911. It's the iceberg up here. Alright. So once you get to this iceberg, you just go straight down from there. Right. Go past all this. Just straight down. Right, so the iceberg's literally right above me. And the cave is right over here. Right, so again, the iceberg's right there. It's right there. Super there. Bam. This is a much smaller space. So I built a just small little hut. Just your basics, right? But literally there's not much building space here. But if you wanted to, you could build yourself a wall here. But yeah, there's not much to it. Again, same sort of deal here. You got oil rock, crystals, and pearls, oysters, whatever. Right? So let me just get right in front of the entrance here. And I'll show you guys the location. 15.5 and 11.3. Let's go to the next spot. So this next location is not that far from the last one. So we're actually right by the, so you guys get a better view. So actually right by the blue beacon. Right up top there. And we're just gonna head straight back. Bam. You see those two pillars right there? I'm gonna head towards that direction. And right down here, right before them, right by this oil. See that door? I just put a door there to show you guys. Before we go in there. Oh. Actually, before we go in there, let me just show you guys the coordinates right there. That way you guys, when you're on your own, you can just find it easy. So I just put a door there just to show you guys how to block it off, you know? Is another big area. Is a different, you know, I put this one a little bit further back to be away from this wall, this hole right here. Again, this is the same sort of base size, right? You know, you could build a little base right here. Yeah, so again, the basics. This is one of the bigger caves. I like the caves that are designed like this. And then again, that side over there. Again, you would put mad turrets. That way if anybody dares to come up here, they'd be freaking run down. Just gotta be careful with the turtles. See the bubbles coming up there? All caves have that. Those little bubbles. Alright, let's go to the next spot. So just a little bit ways off of the blue beacon, right here in the middle, I have another base that was under that waterfall over there. And this underwater base is not that far from there. So you want to get around here somewhere, get in the water. Let's go straight out. And there's a lot of like rocks over here. These big, huge rocks. So it's kind of hard to tell the difference between, where you are, because there's so many rocks. But once you get from there and you come down, you're gonna see this big arch, and there's gonna be a rock right under it. This rock right here. And the cave is in here. So look for that arch right under it's this big cave. Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, you better go. Yeah, so... Oh, man. This is why I... Oh, man. This is why when people come down here, I always suggest get a Megalodon. And just go crazy with them. Just level them up. Because you're going to need them. Alright, before I was rudely interrupted again. There goes the arch. And then right under is this rock. See the bubbles? Alright, let's get right in there. Alright, this is one of the smaller caves. But as you can see, you could totally block it off if you really wanted to. I just did it for looks. Right. Again, it's a small little spot. This was my original hut. I broke down the wall so I can access that better, but... Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a small little cave. If you're playing solo, get yourself a Megalodon. Nobody's gonna know where you are. You're gonna be able to, make yourself a base on land. A small little hidden base like I showed you in some of the other videos. And it rains in this cave too, which is crazy. But it's raining in here. So get yourself a hidden base close to the shore. Get yourself a Megalodon. Have a hidden base under the water. That way if your overwater base gets raided for whatever reason, at least you have this backup. Keep your goods in here. Alright. So 10 by 39.2. That's where the entrance is at. Let's go to the next spot. Alright, so this base took me a while to find. It was actually a difficult base to find. But, luckily for you guys, I found it for you. So if you look up top in the top right corner, you can see me up there by the Carno Island. Right, you can see the coordinates there, but let's go down. This was seriously a pain to find. So you see this just giant rock right here with the oil on top. That's basically the cave there. Oh, here we go, I guess. But yeah, I actually put it like a pillar there so I can find it faster. Let me show you guys the lines there. Oh. So 7.3.86.9. If you got a base on Cornwall Island, just take this too. This is a decent size base. This is probably the bigger base locations. It's pretty huge. Right, you have all the space back here. You could put up multiple layers of defense. You know, just one big wall there, obviously. So turrets there, a wall here, a secondary wall, a third wall, whatever. Have your main base probably here somewhere, you know. I actually did a build on one of the other large bases, so we'll check that out in a little bit. But yeah, then there's both sides, so you got a side over here and a side over there. It's a huge space to build. Alright, let's go to the next spot. Alright, so your next location is not that far from the green beacon. Let's see where I'm at right here on the map. So once you're here, obviously get in the water. Go down until you see this big rock right here. So you want to stay next to that rock by this side of it. I guess towards its left. Right. And you just go straight down. It's right here. See? Bam. This is another medium-sized cave. Oh. Damn. Try that again. Alright, medium-sized cave. This is it without anything built. You know, decent-sized cave. Nothing but a bed. But yeah, this is it, like, just completely empty. So, you can see how much build space you have. You can build a lot. Go to the entrance. Oh, that's that crab I was telling you about. That crab right there. Somehow, some way, they're in there, and they get you. Oh man, you're dead. Oh man, get with this stupid. Let me just take this guy out. So there goes the entrance. So the coordinates where it's at exactly. 37.9, 87.8. And before we go off to the next one, I do want to say that I did research trying to find some of the caves because I know in the console version I found some, or you know I looked it up where they were at, but for some reason on the mobile version I couldn't find them. And let me make sure I'm going the right direction. Yeah, it is. Okay. So you see the wall? I can't go any further out. Even if I press up on it. My coordinates only go up to 89.6. See that? So some cave locations are on the 90-degree spot, so you can't get them because the wall doesn't allow you to go that far out. So some underwater bases are, you know, you just can't get to them because of that. So on this side of the map, there's only that one cave that you can actually get to. You know? Everything else is beyond that wall. But let's get to the next location. So this location, I actually used it once with the tribe. So it actually works pretty well. It's on the new side of the noob, I guess you'd call it, you know, where everybody starts, the easy areas of the map. So you saw where it's at. It's not that far from the red beacon. So you're gonna get on your fish or whatever. You see that pillar in the distance? You're gonna follow that. You You're gonna go right past it, and you're gonna see this one right here. And you're gonna follow this. I'm gonna drive to the side of this so you can look at it. You see how it's an arch? You're gonna follow that arch right down. Alright, and that's the cave right there. Now, as you can see, there's two entrances. One's right there, and one's right there. Let me make it right on here. There you go. Oh crap! There we go again. As you can see, I'm constantly being attacked. So just be ready for that. That's why I say just get a megalodon or something similar. You know that you can fight back. Again, there's two entrances, one there and one there. And before we actually go through it, you can see it connects. Right? So if you're going to choose this location, just make sure that you block it off. And then, here we are. Bam. I made this one epic. So yeah, just make sure you block off those two entrances. This is how I would probably do it. I mean, obviously I would seal this off, but you know, just turrets all up on it. Don't give them no chance. I mean, if I was playing with a tribe, I'd make it much better, but this is just for show. So this is what I mean by waves of defense. You would have one wall there, clearly with all your, you know, your guns or whatever. I would also put one up there with some turrets shooting down. Something probably up there shooting down. Definitely a wall right here would just, I would probably just put like 20 turrets just facing straight forward. And again, this has two sides, so you would do one on both, and then you would put your main base here, right? Obviously there's nothing here, it's just a shell, because it's just to show you guys what I would do. And then over here is empty completely. Just be wary that if somebody has a grappling hook, let me just get up there. They will grapple up here, and they can avoid some of that stuff, or, you know, get behind things, you know, so just be careful with that. Yeah, but that's it. Bam. This is how I would probably do it myself. Well, I'm not gonna dino gate just in case you have turtle, baryonyx, whatever, a swimming dino that you want to bring in here, you know, because you can bring some dinos in here. Alright, let me just show you guys the coordinates of the actual entrance. Oh, that's right. So it's 90, 36.1. 36.1. Let's go to the next location. Alright, so this next location again is on the noob side of the map. It's right by the red pillar, not that far. I mean, geez, the red beacon, not that far away on this island. So yeah, once you get to this island, again, let me show you again where it's at. On the bottom corner right there. Get to the island. Get on your dino. I mean, if you're swimming, sometimes you can make it. I wouldn't recommend it though, man, unless you have scuba gear. So you just go out. You see that pillar in the distance there? You're gonna go towards it. I'm gonna go right past it. Alright? And there's rocks right behind it. So that's the pillar we're going towards. Oh man, this thing's gonna bother me now. You're gonna see this oil coming up. And you're just gonna go right down through here. Boom. Yeah, so this base is another small one. Let's go around the back here. I mean, even though this is a smaller cave, you got a really big amount of space to build in.
Of course, I mean, me personally, I would build a nice little spot right here with some defense, a nice wall right there, um, and I'd probably just use it to store all my valuables. But I mean, if you're a solo player that just wants to go, whatever, run up on some people, raid them, come somewhere to hide, I would have all my goodies down here, have a base up top, secret base, and if that base ever gets raided, at least you got all your goodies, safe, right? Let's get out of here. Let me show you the location. Near the entrance. 90.9, 14.4. So those are the underwater base locations. If you see that I missed any, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do to update that. Also, let's talk about the Erie Turret winner from last week. Last week's winner is Jack Ireland. Jack hit me up on social media, on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll send that code out to you ASAP. And if anybody else is interested in the Erie Turret, uh, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll pick a winner at random, and we'll get you that Erie Turret. I also have a private server. I like to play games that is me versus the environment. Small tribes. Also with other small tribes around that we can raid each other. So I actually chose a PVX server. So if you just want to play you versus the environment, you can stick to that. And if you want to go in and raid, you can also do that. Um, so it's a medium difficulty, and I pumped up some of the resource gathering. So it should be fun to build, crazy bases or hidden bases. Or I also made the squad small, so it's gonna be 2 people per squad. That's as close to solo as I can make it. If I can make it solo, I'd make it solo. So it's just one person versus everybody, which is, really hard. So yeah, that's what I got going on. If you guys want to be in on the server, hit me up on Patreon, and it's reasonably priced. It's nothing crazy. It's cheaper than what else they got going on out there. Um, yeah, that's it. And until next time, that's it. Peace.